Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about college basketball, do my one ranked matchup. Here today we had number 5 Uconn beat number 13 Illinois earlier today. Game started about 12 p.m. Uconn gets the win, man. They shot pretty good shot good from three. You know, not perfect, 36%, but they were 10 of 28. Definitely way better than Illinois, who just couldn't drill a three to save their life. They were only 6 of 29. Just a struggle for the Illinois offense, man. Outside of Kyle and Boswell, nobody really shot the ball well at all. Even Stojakovic, who's been playing really damn well, couldn't nail a shot. I mean, Tommy Slavovicic, I mean, you know, he had 11 points, but besides that, nobody else shot the ball well at all for this team here today. So this was a showdown at Madison Square Garden. This was the 5th ever meeting between Uconn and Illinois. The last time they met was that 2024 Elite 8 showdown, where Uconn went on a 30-0 run. Remember that game? And they won 77-52. Things went down differently this time, even if they sometimes look reminiscent of that game, and the end result was the same with a Uconn victory after yesterday's Thanksgiving celebration. But here's some few takeaways from this game. Have some takeaways. Uconn hit their three-pointers and Illinois didn't. Uconn started hitting three-pointers early, and they did not stop. Nor did Illinois do much to try to stop them either. Their defense wasn't great. They didn't do much to try and stop those, I thought. Whether stepping back and shooting, firing off a shot off a screen, Uconn was both taking and hitting their threes. They wrapped up the first half with 7 for 17 shooting from deep, and they had a 43-32 lead over Illinois at halftime because they were drilling their threes in that first half. First half hit 7 of them things. 7 of them three-pointers. And Uconn wasn't quite as deadly from 3 in the second half, obviously, but the damage had already been done. Illinois' first made three-pointer of the second half came at 12:40 in the second half. They shot just 6 for 29 on threes, 20% for the game. It's tougher to come back from a first half 11-point deficit without the three, but Illinois also wasn't hitting their twos. They missed their first 10 field goal attempts in the second half. It was just a rough day, man, for Illinois shooting-wise. They couldn't hit a three. They couldn't really hit anything from two-point range. Just nothing, man. And Uconn, I think, is obviously built for March. Yes, they lost to the number 4 Arizona and dropped to number 3 to number 5 because of it. But the Huskies have also defeated number 9 BYU days before, and they now have a win over number 13 Illinois. They still have Kansas, which recently fell in the top 25, and number 10 Florida left now and December 9th, between now and December 9th. And Kansas could be a ranked game again because, you know, they had that ranked win over Tennessee. We'll see. And then an entire month in between before their next ranked matchup against current number 14 St. John's. Uconn isn't undefeated, but they already have had some heavy hitters on the schedule. And while they lost Arizona, who's also a very good team, who I think is built for March, this is a real good team with the makings of a deep run come March Madness time. As Illinois would surely tell you after having to deal with them for 40 minutes, the Huskies are going to be such a tough team to beat. Kyle Boswell rose to the challenge. Illinois generally didn't match up well with Uconn in this game, but it would have been worse if not for the senior guard Kyle Boswell after sinking a free throw with 9:53 left in the game. He had 23 points, half of his team's total. He would finish with 25 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. He just didn't get enough help from his teammates. Just one other scorer, Tommy Slavovicic, reached double digits. That was a real difference between these two teams. Uconn showed off its depth, and Illinois just couldn't get enough from its core contributors. Boswell's had a really good start to this season. And this wasn't like the Elite 8 all over again, where it was where there was no 30-0 run. But Illinois, you know, they're still 6-2 after this game. I still think this is a good basketball team. They had it pushed through their shooting struggles and adjusted. That made it a lot closer late. even briefly, didn't look like it could possibly be, but they've just kind of got to just make threes. And if they're not falling, just get something at the basket. They just couldn't do that today. But Uconn was the best. They played better 100%. They won this game. They played better all game. From start to finish. However, that four-point play, though, still should have never counted. Illinois should have had the ball down 7. Do they end up winning? No. I think Uconn was obviously the better team by far in this one. But for the officials to go to the monitor for that long and then still butcher it is crazy. The only reason it's not too big of a deal is because Uconn is clearly the better team today. But I don't even know why bother. They still win by like 9. So, but yeah, the fact that that took long for no reason at all. But a top 15 win, a healthy Uconn squad is very good, man. And just Illinois couldn't keep up with or work around the off-ball movement and screening the Huskies. And even in light of the 16-2 second half push and a terrible officiating sequence they hit there late, it just wasn't a good day at the office for Coach Brad Underwood and his Illinois fighting line. The game coaching disparity never looked wider than this, man. Dan Hurley completely outcoached Brad Underwood in this game, I thought. And the Illinois has 2 7-footers in their rotation, a bunch of individual length, and maybe the most productive 6'2" rebounder in college basketball. Great stuff in a matchup with UT Rio Grand Valley, but if they're playing better teams, they're not rebounding that well. If Underwood's going to rely on so heavily in size and strength on the boards, he should push all the chips in and use both as a larger chunk of the offense. Because Ivasic should play more. Yeah, that's kind of some observations and thoughts coming out of this game. It wasn't a ref show, it's just... I just hate when they review something for so long and it just turns out to be a waste of time. And I mean, was Uconn really fully healthy? Well, they're not fully. Well, I mean, for the most part, they pretty much are. Now they got Terrace Reed back, obviously, and Braylon Mullins is playing. Healthy Uconn is going to be dangerous, man. Well, this is a really good team. But of all shots Uconn missing today, even though I don't think this, I thought it should end up no basket because the shot clock reset. But of all the shots missing today, that one went in. Terrible call, but whatever. So let's go over the stats. Uconn improves to 6-1. Illinois drops to 6-2. Connecticut 43 points in the first half, 31 in the second half. Illinois had 32 in the first half, 29 in the second half. Let's go over the team stats, and I'll go over the player stats to end the video. Uconn 41 from the field, 35 from 3, 70 from the line, 40 boards, 14 offensive, 26 defensive, 19 assists, 7 blocks, 7 steals, 9 turnovers, 24 in the paint, 19 fouls. Illinois 31 from the field, 20 from 3, 6 of 29 from 3, 17 of 18 from the line, 35 boards, 12 offensive, 23 defensive, 10 assists, 5 blocks, 3 steals, 10 turnovers, 24 in the paint with 17 fouls. So let's move to the player stats in the video. Alex Caravan, 12 points, 5 assists, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks. Jalen Stewart, 5 points, 5 rebounds. Terrace Reed, 2 points, 5 rebounds. Silas DeMary, 9 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Solo Ball, 15 points, 5 rebounds. Had 6 of 14. Malachi Smith, 14 points, 9 assists. What a game for Malachi Smith off the bench. Nearly a double-double. 3 of 6 from the field, 3 of 3 from 3. Eric Reeby, 8 points. Braylon Mullins, 2 points. Jaden Ross, 5 points. Karoma, 2 points. Reeby, 8 points. Really balanced scoring effort by the Huskies. For Illinois, Kylan Boswell, 25 points, 9 rebounds, 8 of 16. Andres Stokovich, 3 points. Ran about 24 minutes of cardio. Keaton Wagler, he ran about 14 minutes of cardio with 3 points. Tommy Slavovicic, 11 points, 10 rebounds, 3 of 5. David Mercallich, he ran about 18 minutes of cardio with 8 points, 8 rebounds, 3 of 10 from the field. Ever since he had that 2020 game, he ain't really done much since. Big Z, big old Zvonimir Avicic, 17 minutes, 4 points, 1 of 7 from the field. He had 5 blocks, but his offense still sucks. Ben Hamrichis, 5 points. Jake Davis ran about 8 minutes of cardio. Mihailo Petrovic, 2 points, 2 assists, 1 of 7. And Brandon Lee ran about 11 minutes of cardio. Uconn gets the 74-61 win. So, yeah, that's all to say, man. Leave a like, subscribe for more. Peace.